today we're gonna talk about stress. And so I was a little stressed that my skirt was too short. So I just put paper on top of it. Solved. What are you stressed about? So no, but let's think about stress, meaning, we're just a little bit under tension. Maybe you have too much on your plate, and maybe you just don't know how to tackle something. And what we can do is, we call this to build resilience. Maybe we can put there or there the word resilience. And resilience means basically that you kind of like protect yourself. So when stressful times hit, you have enough resilience or resistance to handle and to deal with it. And what I think is cool if I share it with you is there are kind of like two ways to approach it. So one would be to put before in place what we call protective factors. So what can you do, even if you are like in a good time, activities or things or skills or anything that you can do to protect yourself, to combat, see, now my nicely turned paper dress, I need to do like a wardrobe malfunction. Maybe it's not so bad. Anyways, we keep it like this, okay. Protective factors, so my paper protects me today, and what can you do? So, maybe quite common protective factors is, for example, doing exercise. Yeah, so if you regularly work out, you kind of like build a good resilience, you kind of like build good protection, so that when stressful times hit you, you already, what we could say, maybe are a bit balanced. Other cool things to protect yourself is for sure to spend time with friends, social connections. I've done a whole video on techniques how to be happy or how to be happier, and social connections is always one of them. So spending time with your friends. I think also investing kind of like in yourself and learning, going out to nature. Those are all the things that are protective. And I would say think about what's best for you. So don't try to look what's in the neighbor's garden. So just because your friend does 3 hours of cardio every day, you should do it too. No. Do the things that are helping you, that you find useful to protect yourself. Now, and then our second angle is coping with stress techniques. So this is now, we assume the stress hits you straight away. What can you do in those moments? There it's also good to maybe collect like a list of things that you could do, because often when it's so stressful, we can't then sit down and think about, what could I do to protect myself? It's not going to work. So rather think about it before, but have also in these times some ideas. For example, to count to 10 before you do anything. Or I was talking yesterday to a friend who said to me, so I was very angry, and I wanted to yell at someone on the phone. And he said to me, why don't you first take a moment, like take 5 minutes, and then you're gonna do it. So it's a very old friend of mine, and so he knows me well already. So he kind of like thought, just take a moment and breathe. So count to 10. Breathing in generally is good. And what else do we have? You could watch kind of like your self-talk in those moments. So what are you saying to yourself? Is it like, I can't stand it, I can't handle it? Or is it, okay, I'm gonna just take a moment and then I'm gonna see and figure out what I can do. So people, what this means is I gave you a couple of ideas what you could do, but please look into your protective factors. So what can you do on a day-to-day basis to really build up that resilience? And then on the other side, what can you do when the stress hits you right away and to do it? And one thing that goes for me actually in both areas is to take a break. So don't only take a break when it's kind of like too late and you're kind of like too stressed out, but take a break before. Breaks are so important to recharge and to get more into you. All right, see you next time.